Tonight, supporters of the United Workers' Party gear up to march on the St. Jude Reconstruction building site in a bid to rescue St. Lucia. St. Lucia enhances firearms analysis with cutting-edge forensic equipment donation from Taiwan. And National Productivity Awareness Week empowers entrepreneurs to drive societal advancement.
This is the Hot 790 News.
Bonsoir, aujourd'hui à CGD, le 12 octobre 2023. Nom c'est Daniela Edwin. Bienvenue pour nouvelle en 8 station Hot 7. Qui vous suivre nous à ce Flow Channel 117, station Hot FM et puis Kiss FM, à l'app mobile Caribbean Hot FM, page Facebook Caribbean Hot 7 TV. Et pas oublier ces moulins qui a servi à tenir plug and play Hot 7. Merci pour qu'ajouer nous. The opposition United Workers' Party has sounded a call to action to its supporters and to every citizen who is dissatisfied with the current state of affairs in country. A march has been organized in protest of various government policies, including the 2.5% health and citizen security levy and the decision to spend a further $200 million to refurbish the 80-year-old original St. Jude Hospital building. The protest is set to take place on October 14th in the southern town of Vieux Fort and will include a visit to the St. Jude Hospital building site.
A call for protest action has been made by the opposition United Workers' Party in answer to a number of policy decisions taken by the ruling SLP administration. The UWP have been heavily critical of the government on a number of issues, which has led to the hosting of a series of town hall meetings to voice their concerns. Among the issues raised are the government's seeming inability to sufficiently curtail the crime situation, the deficiencies which exist in the tourism industry, the 30-year concessionary agreement with Global Port Holdings, the implementation of a 2.5% health and citizen security levy amid mounting inflation rates, and the decision to forego the more modern building constructed to house the St. Jude Hospital in favor of refurbishing the original structure. The former St. Jude Hospital was housed in a collection of small units originally built in 1941 to house the Bean Air Force Base Medical Facility. When the U.S. Air Force pulled out of the island in 1949, the buildings lay abandoned before being recommissioned 15 years later. It was dubbed as Charity Hospital and reopened on 5th September 1966 under the purview of the Sisters of the Sorrowful Mother until 1992, when it was renamed St. Jude Hospital. The facility was razed by fire on September 9, 2009, leaving the south of the island without a proper medical institution. The Alan Shastney administration had commenced the erection of a modern building as the new home of the medical facility. The structure was abandoned by the current regime, who have borrowed a sum of $200 million to refurbish the older facility. In a press conference held at the office of the leader of the opposition on Thursday, October 12th, UWP political leader Alan Shastney invited party supporters and patriots alike to join them on Saturday, October 14th, to send a strong message of displeasure to the government.
It is time for us as citizens to stand up and show our dissatisfaction. No violence. Simply to come out on Saturday and show that this government, that you are involved and you are engaged and you recognize your rights. And we are doing this in the South because there is no part of this country that is being more oppressed than the people in the South. What is taking place at St. Jude's is a travesty.
According to Mobilization Officer Nancy Charles, the decision to hold the march came from party supporters who believe that the time for talk has passed. Charles says after hosting a series of town hall meetings throughout the island, it is clear that the citizenry is fed up with the Philip J. Pierre regime and are no longer willing to sit idly by.
We can share with you our issues and our concern coming out of a number of consultations with our people around the island. We had some town hall meetings And coming out of the town hall meetings, our people have suggested to the United Workers' Party that we provide leadership for them to take to the streets. A lot of suggestions and ideas have been coming out of those town hall meetings. The leader of the opposition has written to the government. Members of St. Lucia have also made the clarion call to the government, but they seem not to be listening or hearing. And so the people have suggested that we take to the street and to send a strong message to the St. Lucia Labour Party government that things are not good in this country and they're not happy with where it's going.
Protesters are asked to meet at the Windward and Leeward Brewery at 3:30 p.m. on Saturday, October 14th, 2023, where they will march peacefully to the St. Jude Hospital building site and then on to the cantonment playing field where a meeting will be held. The protest action has been dubbed the #Rescue St. Lucia operation.
It doesn't matter what political party you are. Every government is accountable ultimately to the people of St. Lucia, and we do not have to wait 5 years. I'm not saying to replace them. I'm saying let us show up and let the government know that they have more to fear from the people who put them there than the persons who are their pit bulls or their mongrels in articulating their thing, and articulating their policies. And this idea of fear and oppression that they have imposed on the people of St. Lucia, this must stop.
Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Eldridge Charles.
Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, successfully secured state-of-the-art forensic operations equipment and secured funding exceeding $400,000 from the Republic of China, Taiwan. This funding and equipment will be instrumental in enhancing the firearms examination and analysis capabilities of the Forensic Services Unit.
Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Honorable Philip J. Pierre, continues to facilitate the allocation and supply of critical crime-fighting resources to the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Prime Minister Pierre has secured special operational equipment and more than $400,000 from the Republic of China on Taiwan to equip the Forensic Services Unit with cutting-edge firearms examinations and analysis capabilities.
It is worth admiring and pointing out that Honorable Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre and his administration have consistently explored the feasible ways to address the public security issue. In his state visit in November last year, Honorable Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre had a comprehensive conversation with Taiwan's National Police Agency regarding police cooperation.
Expanding the forensic lab's firearms analysis capabilities further strengthens the hand of the police force. Police investigators can integrate the enhanced forensic technology to more accurately piece together firearm-related crimes.
We as a government have concentrated our efforts on crime abatement more than any other government in the history of this country. And I'm proud of it, and it will continue. I want to thank the government of Taiwan for their continuous support to the government of St. Lucia in our efforts to combat crime.
The Forensic Services Unit will have the capacity to conduct DNA analysis on firearms, restore serial numbers to trace guns and potentially identify users of a gun, and link firearms with crime scenes or perpetrators. The unit will also be capable of linking crime scenes in the absence of having a physical weapon for comparison.
And let me encourage officers to continue working hard to make St. Lucia a better place, especially as it relates to the funding to assist us in forensic labs, to assist us in tracing firearms. It is very vital at this time. Very often criminals think that they can commit crime with impunity and escape with this. But today, we are letting you know that we are determined to put whatever we are going to receive today into use and to hold you accountable for your actions.
The Forensic Services Unit is attached to St. Lucia's Forensic Science Laboratory, officially recognized as a center of excellence for regional forensics and currently the only forensic lab in the Eastern Caribbean region with A2LA accreditation. Office of the Prime Minister.
As part of Productivity Awareness Week 2023, the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council hosted a Business Finance Expo on Thursday, October 12th. The event sought to teach entrepreneurs how to leverage opportunities, not merely for the advancement of their enterprises, but also the society at large.
Business owners and students from around the island flocked to the Finance Administrative Center at Point Seraphin to participate in a Business Finance Expo on Thursday, October 12th. The occasion, which was part of 2023 Productivity Awareness Week activities, pulled together multiple financial institutions to help educate prospective entrepreneurs on the available opportunities for funding. Additionally, it provided a platform for some of the country's most exciting MSMEs to showcase to onlookers what one could possibly achieve if they have ample assistance. According to Lisa Flora Montoute, Director of the National Competitiveness and Productivity Unit, the event was largely targeted at youth. With representatives from the business programs of secondary schools present, the director believes that the occasion provided a unique opportunity for the next generation of entrepreneurs.
The National Competitiveness and Productivity Unit, in collaboration with the Economic Development Unit of the Department of Finance, has collaborated to bring this exhibition to fruition, and it's really to expose small businesses to financing options and soft loans that they can have access to in order to start up their businesses, and for businesses that are already established. So we really wanted the young persons to be engaged in this, because we know we have business students in school who will be the future entrepreneurs. So we want them exposed to the various financing and grant options that they have available to them.
The director went on to highlight the fact that sourcing capital can become very demanding for local MSMEs. With startup costs amongst the most taxing challenges entrepreneurs have to deal with, it is therefore paramount that business owners learn where to get assistance. Flora Montoute noted that this is why the leadership of her unit saw it fit to host such an event.
From all research activities that has been undertaken, and we have an economist in our department who has done the research in that area, we have discovered that access to finance to small, medium and micro enterprises is a very, very challenging it's very challenging for them to be able to have access to finance. So we have another project that is coming on, and it will be launched in November, called the Collateral Registry. This is another option for financing to the MSMEs. So it has been a challenge for that particular sector to have access to finance, and this is why it was a worthwhile venture in getting that activity going. What we're hoping to come out of this is that persons will have the information on how they can access finance in order to start off their businesses.
Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Queen Segis.
Toujours première phase nouvelle là, nous kay présenter et puis POVA. Question ou soit c'est qui non c'est Abima Kweola. On écoute ces réponses.
The WOP duet. The only one I know is the WOP duet, and I can't remember the other name.
I only know the Madras. That's all I know.
There's another one.
But that's what I said. That's all I know.
Madras?
Yeah. And the reason I know is Madras because a young lady said Madras.
Wow, wonderful. Hello, St. Lucia. the two dresses, all right, that we wear for the Creole Day are the Wobble Duet and the Madras. Have a wonderful Creole Day.
I know the Madras. I don't know the other one.
Okay, thank you.
The Madras and something else. I can't remember the other one offhand.
The Madras and the Wobble Duet.
Thank you very much.
Novella Kai continue with Tala AP. The Folk Research Center puts youth inclusion at the heart of Creole Heritage Month 2023 activities. And St. Lucia spearheads Romance Summit to tap into lucrative $38 billion wedding destination market. West AP Nunukai Witune Tutala AP Plidetai as you see Posa Ek Resort.